Hi everyone, I am Stephanie McLeish and I am going to be talking to you for the next 10 minutes about our Thrive programme, how to promote it, some tips for success, because over the past 5 years, that is basically how I've built my business on people who have seen me do the plan, seen the results, wanted to do it too. I've helped them to do it too, and then they have either gone on to continue using the products or indeed actually become a consultant and want to do this with me as well. So here are some of the things that I wanted to share with you. I've got 11 points, so if anyone who's a fan of taking notes and knowing how many points, we've got 11 points. So yeah, I'll just get started. The plan for this one, so although we've got a 30 days to healthy living starting tomorrow, this might help you as you promote the next 30 days, which at the moment as it stands as we are in August 2025, the next one starting on the 1st of September. So why not use all the tips that you hear today to promote the next group? Now, you don't always have to, going forward in the future, you don't always have to have, there doesn't have to be a group set up. If somebody's expressing an interest in doing a reset, you don't have to think, oh, when's the next one? You could just think, oh, yeah, we've got one starting soon, actually, if you want to. I can send you over some details on that. And then you actually can then use that as a point to gather some more people and just start a group at any point. It doesn't have to be at specific dates. It's always good if it does coincide with a group of people all doing it at the same time, but don't let that stop you. Don't let that be a barrier for telling somebody when the next one is, say, no, there's not another group for 6 months, so you're going to have to wait 6 months. Just use that as an opportunity to then set up a group. And even if there's only 3 people in that group, that's still, 3 people, accountability, community, questions, support, and a little bit of fun as well. So lead by example is point number 2. Have you done the plan yourself? So if you have done the plan, you will speak about the 30 days to thrive to healthy living program in a really different way than someone who's just talking about it having not done it. Because once you've experienced it and you feel the benefits and you feel so good, you actually feel compelled to tell everyone else about it, because, well, we know that when we've had a great experience, we want our friends and family to experience that too. So you speak about it in such a different way when you've done the plan. So if you haven't done it yet, September the 1st is your opportunity. So do that, and you'll feel, it'll be a difference. Plus, it's good. It's good to do it anyway. So number 3, spot opportunities and conversations. So keep your wellness radar on. Listen for phrases like, oh, I feel so bloated after my holidays, or, it was an all-you-can-eat buffet and, I basically just took advantage of that, or I just can't seem to get motivated to do anything. Oh, I need a reset. Oh, I'm always tired. So as you're having conversations with people at work, in the staff room, at the gym, on a play date, wherever you're speaking to people, be listening and wait, ready for an opportunity to be able to help them with what we have to offer. Respond simply by saying, I might have something that could be a great fit for you. And let them then ask you, and then you have been given permission to tell you all about what we have. So number 4, know the options. So when you do say, I might have something that could be a great fit for you, know what those options are. So know that we've got the 30 days to healthy living. We've got the 14-day healthy habits for people who don't want to commit to 30 days. We've got the green gut glow drink. And indeed, we can just make up bespoke packs for people depending on what their needs are. So, understand the different options so that you know that you've got something for everybody. You've got flexibility and you've got the confidence to be able to say, we've got you sorted and here's what we're going to do. If you're not sure, you can always ask your upline because they'll be able to direct you in the right way. Number 5, be ready for the common objections. So the common objections that I've experienced in the past are no time. People think that something like this takes so much time, but actually what you can say is, I thought exactly the same thing before I started, but what I got to realize is because we've got all the planning in place, actually I managed to save myself time because I was putting aside an hour on a Sunday to batch cook the soup or the chili or whatever it was, portion it up, put it into the freezer. I was pre-preparing snacks, and things were laid out the night before. I was actually much more organized, and so the mornings went much more smoothly because I was grabbing my shake from the fridge, grabbing the snacks that I'd pre-made, the lunch that I'd pre-made, and we ended up getting to school and getting to work or whatever it might be much earlier. So actually, you get into a real routine. The next objection that's quite common is the cost. So once people realise that when it's broken down, it's actually only about £9–10 per day, they realise that actually they were spending that anyway, going to Starbucks or buying their lunch from wherever, going out for dinner, drinking alcohol, takeaways, all that kind of thing, which they're not going to be doing for the next 30 days. So actually, things can even out. So you can explain that. See, I feel exactly the same, but this is what I realised. Then you can always use the key line: investing in your health and wellness is one of the best investments you'll ever make. And usually that's when people realise, because, truly health is wealth. So help people to understand that it's an investment. The next one is sometimes people are resistant to giving up their coffee. So you can always say, it's absolutely fine. We've got coffee protein powder, which takes the edge off. And we've also got our fizz sticks, which pack some naturally derived caffeine in them as well for that energy boost. And then some other people are a little bit concerned because they might have an event coming up within that 30-day period. Again, you just alleviate their doubts or fears or any concern, and just say, we can adapt. So if you tell me the date, if they say, oh, I can't do it, it's my husband's 40th coming up, say, actually, that's fine. If you let me know the date, we can make a plan for that. Or if they're going out for dinner, there's a work do or whatever, that's fine. If you send me the menu over, and I can help you choose some meals that are actually going to help you and be compliant. Or you can actually just say, okay, why don't you just take, so those 1 or 2 days, you're going to actually just press pause, enjoy the party, enjoy, whatever it is, and then we'll get back on track the next day. It's absolutely fine. Okay, number 6, ways to promote. So as I mentioned earlier, conversations. So work, gym, school gates, play dates, family gatherings. If you're still to go on holiday, you're chatting to the person in the next sun lunch or whatever it might be. Have these conversations and be listening and ready if it feels appropriate to mention what we have on offer. Social media is a great way to promote our plan. So share your results from when you did the 30 days. Do it before, how you felt before, sluggish, tired, bloated, any of the things that you felt. During, you did the plan, here's what you did, here's how it went. And then after, how you feel now, what this has allowed you to do, more time you feel more energized to go out running. You're more patient with the children. You are showing up for work more sharp or more alert. And people are noticing a difference. You're able to shop in different shops, buying different clothes, whatever it might be. Share all that stuff that's going to resonate with other people. People want to feel that too. Use polls. So after you've made, so make a reel of your experience, and then in the next story on Instagram stories, you can create a poll which said, are you intrigued? Would you like to join our next 30 days? The next one starting, in a few days' time, or whatever it might be, and allow people to actually interact with your poll. You can even just make it, take the edge off. It's not like they have to start because they've clicked your poll. You could just say, would you like some more information? Yes, no, or not yes, no. You could say, next 30 days, are you intrigued? So I'm intrigued, I'd like more information, I'd like to give this a go. Just keep it all quite relaxed, so people don't think that they have to, or if they click on I'm intrigued, then it means that they're actually going to do it. Maybe go live with someone who's completed the plan. So I'd be happy to do that with anybody and just ask a few questions. What were your thoughts before it? Any reservations? How did you feel? What were the biggest takeaways? What would you say to anyone who's thinking about doing this? Those kind of things. Once someone does click on a poll, then make sure you're reaching back to them and suggesting that you have a discovery call with them. And I'll talk a little bit more about that shortly. The direct outreach would be to message all your clients. So if you've got a broadcast list set up on WhatsApp, you can send a little message to all your preferred clients and just say, our next 30 Days to Healthy Living group starts on the 1st of September. I thought I would reach out in case this is something that's of interest to you. Would you like some more information? You can contact lapsed consultants, lapsed PCs, and see if they want to use this as an opportunity to get back in. Wellness events are huge, so having in-person events, online demos, talking about wellness, thinking about how people are feeling post-holiday as they perhaps have overindulged when they've been abroad or on their holidays. Okay, point number 7, daily touch points. So making sure that you are posting something. If you're using social media, then post something every day about it. So maybe you're making a smoothie, maybe talking about how you feel, maybe a snack, so carrot sticks and hummus or something. Make sure you say this is compliant, really love that these things are compliant. Or maybe you make some protein balls, or maybe you talk about some of the common reasons why people do this, just a daily touch point, because all of these exposures that people are seeing are helping the cogs in their head to spin, so that they think, you know what, I might actually reach out to Lucy and ask for more information about that plan that she's been talking about. Number 8, referrals are gold. So a lot of my current business now comes from referrals. So people who have done the 30 days to healthy living in the past, had a really good experience, and then have told other people in their life about it. And then because the people that they're telling about it are in their network who know, like, and trust them, they automatically know, like, and trust me. So it's gold, because it's a whole new network that you would never have been able to access had it not been for your client telling you about them. I always offer them a host reward perk just to say thank you. So yeah, number 9, aftercare matters. So making sure that after the 30 days is over, they're getting the reintegration plan, that they can stay in the supportive WhatsApp group for as long as they want, and consistently check in. As you're using these 30-day WhatsApp groups, if you're not confident in running one yet, then pop them into one that where someone is. But also, maybe ask someone who's running one if you can just observe a 30-day group, so that you can see what to do, so that you do have the confidence to run your own when the time comes. Number 10, use your tools. So we've got resources, scripts in the training hub. That includes a discovery call template. So when someone does say, I'd love to give this a try, or I think this might be for me, or I'm intrigued, I'd like to hear more, book in with them for a 20-minute discovery call on Zoom. And there's a little script or little template that you can follow to ask some questions to understand whether this actually is a good fit for them, what they want, what their goals are, so that they feel like you are taking the time to listen. Take notes on what they say. If they can't eat nuts, or they don't like dairy, or they struggle with busy shift patterns, note these things down and then repeat them back to them, so that they know that you're listening and that you are absolutely giving them the time and the plan that's going to work for them. Yeah, just as just a reminder, if you've got someone who's actually looking to join your team and do this as a business, but they want to start with the 30 days healthy living, just remember that if they're joining as a consultant, they'll be subject to the £200 limit, so they'll not be able to place the order for the 30 days healthy living. So if you set up a PC account with someone in their household, and then you can place the order for their 30 days through that account, and that way the points count towards them going district manager qualification, and also it means that they don't have to have that cap on their spend. A lot of people do like to start when they become a consultant with the 30 days, so that they understand how they're going to use it in future for their future clients. And finally, number 11, closing with confidence. So when somebody does show interest and does want to do it, you've done the discovery call, they think it's for them, have the confidence to say, shall we get you started? Will we get your order placed, and you can have it, it'll be here by Thursday or whatever, and we can get you prepped and ready to go. Just so have that, don't wait for them to ask, you lead the conversation, you have that posture that Rachel was talking about, have that courage to just help someone get started. People want you to take control. You're the one that they're relying on. If you're nervous and let me know on how you, no, they're going to walk away. You have the conviction to say, right, that sounds great. If we've answered all your questions, then let's get you started. Let's get your order placed. If they want to think about it, say, absolutely, take the evening, send me over any questions, and then we'll check in again with you tomorrow, and we can get you started if you feel it's for you. So just know that you're always leading. You're the one that they are looking to guide them and to take the lead. So do that. They've given you permission to do that. So that's all I have to say. I hope that has been of use and will help you going forward. So yes, thank you for your time. Speak soon. Bye.